Hello, my friends. Happy Sunday evening. Welcome to an SNL. No, not that SNL. This SNL. I'm calling this one Sunday Night Linux because I want to. So happy Sunday night. Hope you're all doing well. But first, a quick joke. How do pigs handle infections? With antibiotic ointments. Happy Sunday night. For those of you who watch this on the replay, I hope you are doing well. I'm watching the NFL playoffs. I guess I have to say congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals. They are going to the Super Bowl after 30 some years. Cincinnati is about a 5-hour trip from here, so congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals. Let me see who's in the chat here. I'm sure most of you will probably miss this. This was not on my schedule, but I got tired of shoveling snow, so here I am. Okay, so the stream is working really good. Looks like Lamer is in the house. Hello there, Lamer. Full confession, I am calling this SNL Sunday Night Linux, but I'm running this in Windows 10 because I haven't fixed my Ubuntu Mate, and unless I buy another computer with Linux on it, yeah, this is the only computer that can do HD streaming without any kind of buffering, so welcome. Anyway, so we'll talk about some global stats for tonight. There is some Steam Deck news. Steam Deck, now when I say Steam Deck, I'm not talking about the bathroom or a hot tub or a shower. I'm talking about the portable gaming device that's been delayed twice, I think. They are going to launch, it looks like February 25th. I know probably most of the Linux community has been looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to the first hands-on reviews of the final product. I'm more a Windows guy and Xbox guy, so I will not be buying one. But yeah, I am curious. So you guys who get one, I'm sure it'll be most of you. Let me know. I think the price is right at about, I think it's about $400, right? Which is certainly fair for a Linux-powered machine. So let me know how it works out for you. All right, let's see what else I have here. In other news, Linus Torvalds, known as the father of Linux, maybe he's joking, but he says he is Satoshi Nakamoto, the father of Bitcoin. Is he joking or is this the real deal? I guess he posted a snapshot of the single line in the Linux kernel, the code here, and it says here, it looks like line number 6, name equals I am Satoshi. You guys tell me, is he the father of Linux and Bitcoin? I really don't know, but I need to get Linus Torvalds on the show. I think that would be a very interesting conversation between the father of Linux and a Windows Linux dual booter like myself now since 2006. Anyway, you tell me, is Linus joking? All right, so the main topic of this will be some global stats in the world. Actually, for this one, we'll take a look at Linux usage here in the United States. I'm curious about this one, if you agree about this one here. There's a number up there that, if true, is kind of embarrassing for Linux. If these are accurate, this is from Global Stats, gs.globalstats.com, I believe, is the website. You can certainly take a look at this and make your own, conclusions about all this. Let's take a look at this. I'm looking at the stream. It looks like it still says excellent connection. So it appears that Windows 10 in this Dell with the Core i7 is perfectly fine. So again, full disclosure, I'm not running Linux tonight because I don't feel like hooking up my spare computer to run Linux Mint and change everything. So for tonight, for a while anyway, I'll be streaming live in Windows 10 because the processor in this is fast enough to run the live streams in HD. And that's the only reason why I'm using Windows to do live streams until I fix my Ubuntu Mate. All right, let's go to some of the numbers here, and then I will go back into the chat and see who else is there. All right, gs.statcounter.com. Okay, Windows is at 61.67%. That seems low to me, but if it's accurate, fine. OS X, 27.07%. Chrome OS, a big jump. Chrome OS, Chromebook, 6.48%. Unknown is 2.98%. Linux is less than the unknown. That's embarrassing if this is accurate. 1.8 and the NetBSD is 0%. Okay, no offense, but if this is accurate, it is what it is. All right, so Linux is at 1.8 in the United States, not global, and the unknown is 2.98. How can we fix this? So I'm going to bunch Chrome OS and Linux into one because Chrome OS Chromebooks based off of Linux, off of Gentoo, I think it's technically correct to put Linux and Chrome in one. So if we can do that, that brings us up to about 8% United States usage. Desktop operating system for Linux, which bumps it up higher than the unknown. So what exactly is unknown? Stealth OSs, or I'm not really sure, to be quite honest. But this is the chart from December 2020 through December 2021 for the United States desktop operating market share for, well, operating systems. Again, Windows is at the top, OS X number 2, Chrome OS number 3, number 4 is unknown, number 5 is Linux. But again, I will put Linux and Chrome OS in the same bunch. That sounds a lot better. This here, you can scroll through this if you want to. You can go by Windows version market share worldwide, Africa, Asia. Let's click worldwide and see what this does. All right, so if we go worldwide, Windows usage is higher, 73.72. OS X is a little lower, 15.33%. Unknown, still higher than Linux. Okay, 6.67. Chrome OS 2.18. Unknown for Linux a little higher, 2.09. Again, I will bunch Linux and Chrome OS in one. It's only fair, but yeah, the unknown, the stealth OSs powered by who knows what. But check it out. This is a pretty cool website, gs.statcounter.com, to get a feel for the market share of operating systems. You can look at browser market share and social media stats. I will not be doing this for tonight. But Linux is moving up, at least with the help of Chromebooks. If this is accurate, of course between 2020 and 2021 during the pandemic, Chromebooks sales exploded. I love my Chromebooks. The only reason why I don't do more live streams with the Chromebook, it's a laptop, it's not a desktop, and I'm just too lazy to hook up my Chromebook to my TV with the HDMI cable adapter and Bluetooth keyboard. I shouldn't say it's a lot of work, but it's more work, and I'm just not into it. I just boot into my Dell, my Windows 10, bam, and I'm ready to go. Everything is right here on my desk. But yes, you can certainly stream easily with a Chromebook with Chrome OS if you so choose to. So these are the stats for desktop operating system market share. Linux is on the rise, at least with the help of Chromebooks, and that is a very good sign, to say the least. All right, let me go here into the chat. So the stream looks pretty good. Nice. Hi, Steve. What's up? Spin Viking. Hello. Because most distros won't track, there is no way to have anything close to an accurate number. That may be part of it, Steve, but I'm going by at least here in town, which is a very small demographic. If I mention Linux here, my friends are lost. If I mention Chromebooks, they are lost. I'm not sure what the situation is in a bigger city like in Pittsburgh. I'm about 30 miles away from Pittsburgh, major city, major hub. But yeah, obviously it would be easier to track if we could walk into a Walmart and buy an Ubuntu machine or an Arch machine or whatever. All we can do right now, really, in these stores, these stores for the masses is basically, as far as Linux machines, all you have was a Chromebook. I wished it was more. But I know there are some countries, I believe Germany again is trying to go back to Linux only. Yeah, at least here in town, Linux is not it. Neither is Chromebook. I may be the only guy in town out of all my friends that uses, let alone knows what a Chromebook is, that uses a Chromebook. Yeah, officially, in terms of stats that can be tracked, this is what it is in terms of the stats. It's obviously easier to track something that is physically bought, such as a Chromebook with Chrome OS. Anyway, DQ7V, something like that. Hi. Personally, I disagree that Ubuntu Mate is the gold standard. I use Debian stable with Mate and prefer Debian over Ubuntu. Cool. Yeah, I have messed with Debian stable before. I think it's fantastic. Briefly, I did mess with it with different desktop environments. Yeah, if you want stability, of course, anything that's labeled stable is the one to go with. Yeah, my Ubuntu Mate, my display driver crashed after some updates. I mean, I got it working. It's not really fixed, but I got it working. So, you know, it is what it is. What I'll probably do, since I got it working, it's not good enough for live streaming, but I got it working. I'll probably wait till April till the next LTS is released. I'll do a full in-place upgrade, not a delete and install, and see if that'll solve the problem. I think it will. But in the meantime, in terms of high-def live streaming, the only computer I have that's powerful enough is this Dell with Windows 10. So what happened with me with the streaming, it's not Windows or Linux's fault. It's mainly because my backup PCs, the processors, which were built during the Civil War, just aren't powerful enough to do HD live streaming. Whereas with my Dell, as you can tell, it seems there's no buffering or any crashes or anything. But I'll wait and see after I do my taxes next month and see where I stand, if I can pick up a spare computer suitable for all this, like a Ryzen 5 or a Ryzen 7, something probably renewed, refurbished with a warranty. I'm perfectly cool with that. You know, around the $500 to $600 range with Windows 10, because really, ideally for me, Windows is my backup OS. I use mainly Linux until something goes wrong, but it's no big deal. But that's why for these live streams right now, the main computer with Windows 10 is pretty much all that I can do, at least in HD format. But yeah, Debian stable, sure. If you consider that the gold standard, absolutely. I cannot question that. Lamer says you could install OBS on Chromebook. I did. Because there was no official support for OBS Studio for the Chromebook, it did not work. It installed beautifully, but it didn't work. You know, Chromebooks have been around now for 10 years, and the critical software that's needed to run this has not caught up yet with the Chromebooks. Chromebooks can certainly run OBS and Kdenlive. I got them to install, but they just don't work. It's not the Chromebook's fault. It's just not made for Chromebooks, at least not yet. But you can install some Linux apps. Well, hi, Ben. Your Debian wasn't very good on your Lenovo laptop, thus I went to Arch. Ironically, is run. Okay. Listen, if Arch works, absolutely use it. Just don't turn on the AUR, because that's what broke my Arch system for me. So if anybody new wants to try Arch, it can run, it can be stable, but I would probably stay away from the AUR. Now, to be fair to Arch, the AUR, there was a pop-up that warned me, saying if you turn this on, it could break the system, and it did. So I'm blaming more me. But that being said, if you're going to use Arch with an asterisk, do not turn on the Arch useless repository for a beginner. DT is in the house. Debian stable is very stable. It smells like grandma's house. Okay, so it smells like mate and meatballs. Cheers, DT. Wine and Linux is fantastic. Red wine and Linux, not the other wine. Anyway, I did enjoy your I caught your video on Bash. I never bashed Ubuntu users, by the way, DT, but I did enjoy that tutorial on Bash aliases. Something I've heard about, I've never tried, but I thought it was cool. But cool, cool. All right. All right. I'll stick around since the stream is running good. You know, thank you Windows 10 for saving me at least for the time being. DQ, you use the Flatpak Beta Hub to get the latest OBS Studio and Debian. Oh, really? Flatpaks, okay. I don't mess too much with snaps or Flatpaks. I only install mainly the snaps unless I don't use them unless I have to. Like on my Linux Mint, to get the full functionality for VLC with DVDs, I had to use the snap version of VLC. Otherwise, I think snaps are fine, Flatpaks are fine. But I don't go out of my way to install them because for me it's not usually necessary. Not usually. But they're there as an option and they may help solve that problem with a corrupted piece of software. Hello Frostbite, how are you? Dominic, how are you? From Ferrin OS, how are you? I know Frostbite, long time no see. Yeah, I've caught some of your comments on Discord. I haven't been on Discord that much with all that's been going on, but anyway, yeah, welcome. Yes, the Arch Undoing Repository, the AUR. Yeah, I left a very bad taste in my mouth using Manjaro, but anyway. Oh, so the next Peppermint is will be released on Thursday, Steve. Okay, cool, nice. Yeah, Peppermint is a very good lightweight system. Haven't used it in a while, but yeah, it's definitely a top 20 at least for beginners for Linux-based systems. For those of you coming in late, we're just looking at some stats here. Global stats, market share for systems. As you can see, we have Windows at the top, OS X, Chrome OS, unknown. I'm still not sure what the unknown means, but okay, here's to the unknowns, right? But here's to Linux and Chrome OS Chromebook users closing on 10% usage, so cheers. Yeah, Frostbite, I occasionally jump into Discord while I'm watching TV, just texting, no camera or nothing. It's just pretty much a hit and miss when it comes to that. So I did take a look at Storm OS. I thought it looked fine. I think Ben asked me to take a look at it and somebody else. So yeah, I thought it ran fine for in my brief test. Oh, Peppermint, the next one is not a real beginner distro anymore. Ah, okay. I did not know that. Yes. Those stats on how my web browser reports yes, all these stats are skewed because I'm using Firefox, which is based off of Linux. Okay. This is from gs.statcounter.com if you are interested to take a look at it. But as I was saying here in town, in Dean Martin country, if I mention Linux, people are like, if I mention Chromebook, it's a half a blah, blah. So, yeah. Pittsburgh, I don't know. In the major city, 30 miles from here, they probably have heard of Linux, but I don't know. But anyway, I think Linux usage in general, with the help of Chromebooks, has gotten better. Obviously, since the Chromebooks exploded, you know. Anyway. Yeah, not every browser. I don't think these stats are browser based. Uh, but anyway, speaking of browser, I took a look at LibreWolf this morning. I guess it's a fork of Firefox. I thought it was fine. It ran pretty good in my test. If you are happy with Firefox, I don't see a compelling reason to dump Firefox for LibreWolf, but yeah, I thought it was okay. Isn't Firefox widely used by Linux users? That's what I meant to say, but yeah. All right, it's different yet impressive for the work the team has done for Peppermint OS. Okay. I'll probably take a look at it when it's officially released. Is it the same desktop environment? Lemur has a little stomach bug. What, from turning on the AUR? But about on an off topic, do we have any friends down in Florida? I caught the news for Florida. I guess they got a deep freeze. I guess they had frozen iguanas falling off of trees. So in Florida, instead of raining cats and dogs, it's raining frozen iguanas. This is not a joke. Search for frozen iguanas. They had some people taking a walk, and all of a sudden, boom, the frozen iguana just fell off a tree. It sounds like a theme for the next movie, Steve. Oh, man. Oh, man. Global warming, global imbalance of nature. This is what we have, right? I have never heard of a frozen. I guess these things will live. Something about their makeup, their metabolism, but frozen iguana. Hey, it's raining cats and iguanas. For my friends in Florida, I used to live there. I feel for you. That obviously is not normal. Although I still wish I was there, but maybe not today. Yeah, it was all over the news, frostbite. Speaking of frozen, frostbite has seen the news. Run with the dolphin. Hello. Yeah, they go dormant, just fall off. Could you imagine going for a walk, having your frappuccino, la la la, poof, iguana. Anyway, hey, why not make an iguana OS? Istanbul, Turkey got hit with a massive snowstorm. Wow. Browser selection is more important than the distro selection, Spin Viking. I think I'd go with the distro first, because if you install something that's unstable, it won't matter what browser you are using, right? Yeah, the snow in the east coast of the states. I guess got a friend who lives in Martha's Vineyard. I think he got 2 feet of snow. Very unstable. But here it's just cold. Went out to dinner last night. Man, it was 0 degrees. The restaurants were packed. I mean, packed. Anyway, I'll stick around for a little bit longer, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm actually watching parts of the other NFL playoff game. I think the 49ers will probably win that one, but we'll see. Again, congrats to the Cincinnati Bengals. Going to the Super Bowl after all these years. Well deserved. There's a new movie coming out from the producers of Stargate and Independence Day. I think it's called Moonfall. Sci-fi film, lots of special effects. I saw the first review of it, and it's not very good from what I saw. But anyway, it's called Moonfall. The moon is falling. Sounds like a song. Oh, that's Fly Me to the Moon. Okay. Anyway. A restaurant called Kuma's Corner. Heavy metal burger joint. Metal burger. Interesting. Metal burger. Is that similar to a metal rock band? Last night at the restaurant, I went to a Greek restaurant, had a gyro platter. Very good. It's been a while since I had a gyro. Burgers are named after metal bands. Okay. So so you have a Metallica burger? Doesn't sound very appetizing, you know. I don't know. How about a Kiss burger? Who's the lead singer for Kiss with the long tongue? Have a burger. Yeah, I think I'll pass. Thank you. kumascorner.com. Sounds like a cartoon TV show, but okay. Yeah, it was like basically you make your own gyro, DT. You have the bread on the side, the meat, the sliced tomato, onions, and all that. But yeah, it's been a while since I've had a gyro, but it's pretty good. It was pretty good. It was the only place in town that you didn't have to call for a reservation or that wasn't totally booked. We got in and we got there. It was only about a 10 to 15 minute wait, which wasn't too bad. We were trying to go to Pittsburgh and forget about everything was booked, and I wasn't going to drive 30 miles each way to go wait to eat in 0-degree weather. But yeah, locally owned business just across the river in West Virginia. The food was great. I wish it wasn't that cold, but it is January. So is today the last day? Oh, today's the 30th. So yeah, I'm looking forward to spring. Yeah, DT says you like the band Poison, but not sure I'd name a burger after them. I agree. The Megadeth burger. Yeah. Yeah. Eat this burger and die in the bathroom. You know, die on the Steam Deck, on the real Steam Deck. It's like the football game is tied. That is a little surprising. Anyway. But yeah, I don't usually eat too many burgers when I go out. I think my favorite fast food burger is probably a Whopper. When I do have a burger, but don't generally have burgers. Yeah. Actually went to McDonald's yesterday. I had a coupon for a buy one get one free breakfast sandwich, sausage and egg muffin that was delicious, and some coffee. So there you go. If there's anybody new watching and wants to say hello, have a question, don't be shy. We're all friends here. And we don't eat burgers from the band Poison. Whopper is okay, but you have to add cheese, bacon, and jalapenos. Okay, I could do that. I don't usually do that, but sure. I could do that. Yep. DT says, I'm suddenly hungry. Look, we're doing a live show. I'm Italian and you're hungry? Die. Anyway, I already had dinner, so I'm okay. Extra pickles. I don't do pickles. Yeah, I don't do pickles. Yeah, but I can do the cheese and the jalapenos. There's something about their pickles, really? I don't know. I don't know. I get coupons all the time from Burger King and Subway, McDonald's and stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't had a burger in a while. I prefer, sometimes I'll go to McDonald's, have the chicken nuggets, dip it in sauce. So, all right. So Frostbite has been using Windows 11 lately, and oddly, you're getting more performance over the normal Windows 11 that Microsoft has, mainly due to it not checking for what normal Windows 11 looks for. Well, I've installed Windows 11 on two low-spec machines that were not designed, according to Microsoft, to run Windows 11. One is on a dual core. One is on a quad core. Fairly low-end processors at about 10 years old. Windows 11 is performing just as good as a lightweight Linux system. I am stunned. I don't know how Microsoft did it, but so far it seems to work. Yeah, I'm happy with Windows 11 so far. So we'll see how this works out in the next 6 months or so. But so far, if you have a spare machine, try Windows 11. Steve likes pickles, mustard. Nah, don't put mustard on burgers. No, put mustard on hot dogs. But yeah, don't do that. Oh man, Steve had a buffalo chicken strip sandwich. I bet it was delicioso. Magnifico. Anyway. So there's another Windows 11 version coming out, 2.0. Yeah, Frostbite says, surprising for unsupported hardware. Well, look, on one of the Microsoft's official blogs, they officially listed a hack in the registry to install Windows 11. Not recommended, but you can do it. I did twice. I was waiting for the crash. That never happened. It's the best Windows since Windows 7. Tested on two machines. I don't like the ads popping up in Microsoft Edge, so I don't use Microsoft Edge. But it works. I don't know. Yeah, Steve, you're loving the ads you see Windows. Yeah, I don't really care for those. I think is there a way to shut them off? I just don't use Microsoft Edge, but I mean Microsoft Edge works. I installed it in my Ubuntu, but that was more out of curiosity. But yeah, but Windows 11, putting aside Microsoft Edge, appears to be okay. In fact, I installed the Windows version of Kdenlive. Seems okay. So far, I haven't had an opportunity to make fun of Windows 11 that much. It's kind of disappointing. Anyway. Eric's OS is a Mac OS clone that runs Mac OS software, but is flexible. I'm not familiar with that. Okay. The ads pop up on the desktop. Oh, I haven't seen that, Steve. Yeah. On the desktop. I thought it was in the browser. In the lower right-hand corner. I haven't seen that either, unless I forgot I changed something in the settings. But I have not seen the ads pop up in the right. I'll have to play with it some more. But I may have turned something else off and not remember. Yeah, I really don't remember. But if that's by default, then that part is annoying. Putting the ads aside, Windows 11 does work. But yeah, I haven't seen that. I don't use Microsoft Edge. Good luck avoiding the landmine spread across Windows 11 that forcibly opened Microsoft Edge. I haven't seen that either. I know there was some news about that, but I think Microsoft changed their mind, Dominic. But I've been happy with Windows 11 so far. I stress so far. Son has a laptop. Okay. Yeah, I tend to install all the updates for Windows 11 since it's on my two backup test machines. So if something breaks, I don't really care that much. But so far, I've been pleasantly surprised with the base performance of Windows 11 on two 10-year-old plus machines. I was not expecting it. It's definitely faster than Windows 10, no question. All right, why don't we give this a 5-minute warning, and we'll wrap this up. If I missed any comments, have a question, post it. If there's somebody new watching, has a quick comment or question, post it now. We'll wrap this up for this evening. It's after 8 p.m. here locally. I'm going to relax for the rest of the evening and go to bed probably early tonight. Project 2319 says, what would unknown be? Things like React OS, Haiku, here in the unknown, in the global I don't know. That's a very good question. Yeah, I really don't know. Like I said, I think Microsoft changed their policy on forcing people to use Edge. Microsoft Edge, I think, from what I understand. I can use Firefox and LibreWolf just fine. Um, so yeah, you know. I think Microsoft is just experimenting on how to annoy its user base with different settings, different default settings, you know. But if these stats are accurate, I think they are for them. I think global Windows usage is dropping. It's still dominant, but it's dropping. So, yeah, I think they're going to have to be forced to make some kind of concessions or adjustments to how they treat their user base. So, if I can ever get OBS to work in the Chromebook, I'll stream a little bit more in my Chromebook. But right now, officially, there is no official OBS studio or anything like it for the Chromebook yet. I'm sure someone's working on it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know exactly what all the politics was on that, Dominic, but for the browser. But I try to avoid all that stuff that's annoying, and wait for the fix, which they seem to fix, quote unquote fix. But yeah, Steve says you haven't used Windows in a few years. Yeah, I use that. Windows is my backup OS as I'm doing now. It's only if something breaks in Ubuntu or whatever that doesn't quite work that I switch, but it's not very often. Like I said, I'm using this tonight because this is the only PC that's strong enough to do HD streaming, and I'm forced to use Windows 10 for now. But yeah, I don't use Windows as much, maybe like 20% of the time. Um, yeah, StreamYard can probably work on Chrome OS. That is web-based. Sure. Yeah, I mean, Chrome OS is mainly designed for the web, so anything that's web-based, Skype, StreamYard, uh, Zoom, Jitsi, I'm sure would be fine. It's just that OBS gives you a little more extra control, a little more, bells and whistles. You don't really need OBS to stream, but that's what I've been so used to. Steve says, funny we are talking. Wife just called and asked for someone she works if I had Windows 10 on a USB. Ah, interesting. Okay. Well, I have it. Or is it? I think it's Windows 11 on a USB. Yeah, but I don't really use it that much. I use a lot more Linux. When I test Linux systems, I test them off of USB, but I don't, yeah, use Windows that much. Yeah, it could be, maybe it is a spam call. I don't know. Well, okay, Dominic, you part of both Windows and Linux, yeah. Look, we've all most of us probably started in Windows, right? And here we are. Thanks to I guess thanks to Linus Torvalds, the father of Linux as he's known, who got this really all started 30 years ago. It's been 30 years. Yeah. So, thank you, Linus. I'm happy with tonight's stream. It looks like it's been a steady and excellent um, throughout the. How long have we been on now? 41 minutes. So thank you YouTube. Thank you Windows 10. Thank you Dell for being stable. Is there anything else before we wrap this up for this SNL Sunday Night Linux, not the other SNL? I started off the stream with the joke, so in case you missed it, how do pigs handle infections? With antibiotic ointments. Yep, they do. Oink oink. Good. No drop frames this morning on the stream. So was it settings in OBS, Steve? Or was it Comcast? Yeah, the last stream I did Sunday night, it was because I had my backup computer and I was trying to stream in full HD and the processor couldn't catch up. So, you know, whereas my Dell with Core i7, it's perfectly fine. So, yeah, I did ran the wizard in OBS Studio on my backup PCs, and there's no way I can stream in HD on those machines. It's just not strong enough. So, yeah. All right, let's go and wrap this up for this evening. Hope you guys have a terrific start of the week for Monday. Stay warm. If you're in Florida, watch out for those falling iguanas. That sounds like a news and nonsense report, which in a way it is. Falling iguanas. Welcome to Florida, home of the falling iguanas. Now that sounds like a metal band. Give it up for the falling iguanas. Okay. Anyway. Very good, Steve. Okay. Yeah, always, when you're not sure, run the wizard first. When I did the stream last time, I did not run the wizard. I should have, and I should have known I couldn't do a full HD streaming on an older PC. But anyway, it is what it is. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by. Sorry I missed if you watched this late. If you are new, hi and goodbye. If you are new, subscribe. Consider supporting the live streams or sponsor a live event. It's been a while. I don't know, Steve. I don't know if barbecued iguanas taste like chicken. Are they a protective species? Anyway. All right, Steve, my friend. Adios to all my friends out there in the interwebs. I will catch you on the next one. Arrivederci.